Good afternoon. I am Brian Honberry, the principal of Grassfield High School. On behalf of the senior class, faculty, staff, and administration, I welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the Grassfield High School class of 2025. We are here today to celebrate the academic achievements and the awarding of high school diplomas to the graduating class of Grassfield High School, the home of the Grizzlies. Let's give them all one more big round of applause. At this time, I ask that we join together in honoring our country by standing as you are able for the Pledge of Allegiance and the playing of our national anthem. The Grassfield Air Force JROTC Color Guard will present the colors. The Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Senior Class President Molly Casey, followed by the playing of the national anthem by the Grassfield Orchestra. Molly?
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. We would like to recognize some special guests who are here with us today. I ask those being recognized to stand as your name is called and remain standing until everyone in your group has been recognized. Please hold your applause until the entire group is introduced. And they're sitting right above Chesapeake School Board up there at the top. So first joining us from our Chesapeake School Board is Chair, Mrs. Angie Swaggart. Vice Chair, Mrs. Kim Scott, along with board members, Mr. Elijah Colon, Mrs. Malia Huddle, Mr. Micah Lamonia, Mr. Norman Poole, and our newly appointed member, Mr. Daniel Staller. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chesapeake School Board. Also with us today is Chesapeake Public Schools Superintendent, Dr. Jared A. Cotton. Members of the Superintendent's Cabinet are also joining us. Will you please stand as a group at this time to be recognized? Now I am very proud to recognize the extraordinary faculty, staff, and administration of Grassfield High School. Would you all please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Today's ceremony was planned by graduation coordinators, Ms. Laura Agadello, Ms. Aubrey Knight, and Ms. Heather Ott, and members of our exceptional guidance department. I would also like to thank our musical directors, Mr. Steve Vacinas, Mr. Keith Dublin, Mr. Luke Walker, and Ms. Elise Krepko. Thank you. So good afternoon again. It is an honor to stand before you today as the principal of Grassfield High School. I have the privilege of presenting diplomas to 565 outstanding seniors of the class of 2025. As your principal, I've had the privilege to watch you pursue excellence. Your pursuit was observed in the classroom and continued on the courts, the fields, the stage, and within the community. As faculty, staff, coaches, and parents, we could not have been prouder spectators. You have embraced the Grizzly way. You, the class of 2025, are leaving behind your own legacy in our community of excellence. I would like to acknowledge just how involved many of you were. Our senior class officers worked diligently to plan Spirit Weeks, tailgates, prom, and numerous other activities. Thank you for your outstanding leadership. At this time, would all senior class officers please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Our SCA was awarded the 2025 National Gold Council of Excellence. They planned Service Week, Spirits Weeks, Homecoming, Laps for Lymphoma, pep rallies, and so much more. Would our SCA students please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Grassfield has once again been designated a Blue Ribbon Music School after our top band, choir, and orchestra all received superior ratings at assessment. Would all our music students please stand to be recognized? Thank you. We are very proud of our clubs and community service projects, whether it be blood drives, toy drives, or service project with churches or community groups. These seniors gave back. Would those students who participated in clubs or one of our service projects please stand to be recognized? Grassfield has established a proud athletic tradition. Many of these seniors have sought excellence through sports and have wore the red, white, and blue proudly. Would all our seniors who are a member of a VHSL athletic team or a VHSL-sponsored activity please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Would those seniors who were members of a VHSL regional or state championship team or a VHSL-sponsored activity please stand to be recognized? Thank you. And last but certainly not least, would any student athlete who was an individual state champion in their career please stand to be recognized? Thank you. As I said at the beginning of my remarks, what an amazing group. The Hall of Fame and legendary coach Vince Lombardi said, "Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence." Graduates, do not limit yourself to what you think is merely achievable, but continue to chase perfection. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Kelly Collins, the Assistant Principal for Instruction. It is my pleasure to introduce today's student speakers. Please stand as your name is called. SCA President Margaret Malloy. Senior Class President Molly Casey. 2025 Grassfield High School salutatorians with GPAs of 5.175 is Shani Patel and Namish Shah. And Grassfield High School's 2025 valedictorian with a GPA of 5.225, Ethan Chang. Congratulations. At this time, please welcome our SCA President, Margaret Malloy.
Good afternoon. Welcome to family, friends, and guests. I've had the absolute pleasure of serving as your 2024-2025 SCA President. If you had told me 4 years ago today that I'd be standing here speaking to an arena full of people, I would have laughed and asked if you had the right person. I was shy, unsure of myself, and honestly a little lost. Until I found SCA. Through SCA, I discovered more than just spirit days and service hours. I discovered a purpose and a family. Most importantly, I discovered my voice. Whether it was organizing Latch Lymphoma, executing Spirit Weeks, or helping our incoming freshmen at Freshman Fusion, I was learning to show up for people, to speak up for those without a voice, like a leader should. I found my voice in those traditions, like staying late after school to help set up for events, and holding mic at pep rallies, not just to speak, but to represent. Leadership doesn't come from being the loudest in the room. It comes from being present, consistent, and compassionate. And that's what I've tried to be for my peers as your time as SCA president. With this newfound voice, I want to give you one last message. This is not the end. In truth, this is the first page of the first chapter of your beautiful life. These past 4 years will always be a part of you, but not let them be all of you. This is only the prologue. You have entire chapters ahead of you, full of people you haven't met yet, places you haven't seen, and dreams you haven't dared to speak aloud. Whatever your story becomes, do not be afraid to turn the page. Class of 2025, congratulations. Now go write your full story. Thank you.
Good afternoon, class of 2025, families, faculty, and friends. My name is Molly Casey, and I've had the incredible honor of serving as class president this year. Standing here now, I've been thinking about what matters, what will stay with us when we all part ways at the end of this ceremony. And for me, it comes down to the words I've heard from those who shaped every part of who I am, words I wish to share with you today. The first comes from my mother, where she would say to do it scared, and the other comes from my father, where he would say to plant your feet. Each of these sayings may seem no more than 3 simple words stating a generalization, yet they have become the most grounding lessons I've ever received, and I follow these lessons today, standing here, a little terrified, but my feet are planted. So today, as we stand on the edge of everything that comes next, I want to say this. Choose to plant your feet and choose to feel the fear. Feel the fear in the back of your mind walking into an exam. Feel the fear that sits in your stomach on the line before a race or that's placed on your chest on stage before a big performance. Feel all this fear, but continue to do the thing anyway. To plant your feet means to decide where you stand, even when the things around you feel unsteady. It's not about being immovable or stubborn. It's about remembering your values when it would be easier to forget them. It's about standing tall in the middle of discomfort, in the middle of doubt, in the middle of noise, and choosing not to run. This year, we have done so many things scared. Even the night before senior sunrise with forecast predicting clouds, we still set our alarms and showed up in the dark. We carried fear with us through the halls on our last first days, with us through the bittersweet finales and the haunting idea of the unknown. Because that's what courage is, showing up not in the absence of fear, but moving forward with that same fear in your chest. So, when you all leave this stage today and move into the new chapter of your lives, I implore you, in the very wise words of my parents, to do it scared, do it excited, do it unsure, do it heartbroken or overjoyed, but plant your feet and do it anyway. Thank you.
Good afternoons, graduates and families. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Ashani Patel. Before I begin, I'd like to thank everyone who has made me the person I am today. My mom and dad, the rest of my family, my friends, and of course, every teacher I've had along the way. Thank you for making me the person I am, supporting me at every turn, and loving me wholeheartedly. For the past 12 years, one question, an icebreaker question, has plagued me. If you had one superpower, what would it be? It's supposed to be easy, but there are just so many choices. My answers always bounce back and forth. In 3rd grade, it was to be invisible, and in 7th, to live forever. But this year, I decided if I had one superpower, it would be to slow down time, to play moments back. More than anything this year, I've struggled with and rallied against the passing of time, as those around me can certainly attest to. The moment someone mentioned graduation, it was a reminder that the end was near. These past few years have flown by for me, and I can say I am grateful to have spent them with you. I used to think that big, life-defining moments would arrive like lightning, loud and unmistakable, but there were no fireworks announcing graduation this morning. However, it's important that we manage to celebrate it regardless. We're all closing this chapter and choosing what to write next. Some of us are headed to college, others to the military or workforce, and some are still figuring it out. But no matter where we're headed, I hope we don't forget where we came from. For us, the most important moments have been found in the in-betweens, last-minute study sessions, morning meetings, unexpected conversations in parking lots, or simply showing up for one another. So yes, it's hard to say goodbye, and it's hard to let go of the versions of ourselves that existed in these classrooms and these hallways. I know I, for one, will forever remember the version of myself that managed to always talk in class, no matter who I was around, even when assigned new seats. I know now that moving forward is part of growing. Endings, as bittersweet as they are, make space for new beginnings. Now, my superpower would be to keep moving forward, even when it's hard, even when it hurts a little, or a lot. And I believe that you, sitting in front of me now, are more than ready to begin again. Thank you, and congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Namish Shah, and I'd first like to thank my parents, my little sister Kushi, my friends, my teachers, and everyone else who encouraged and supported my educational journey. People say there's always one moment in your life that you can pinpoint to which everything changed, a so-called defining moment. I disagree. Our lives are not defined by any one action. Our lives are defined by the sum of our choices. Everything you ever were, everything you've ever done has come to this. Choosing to help the old grandma at Costco, choosing to show up to work on time, choosing not to turn in any of Mr. Trile's AP chemistry work. Again, all just choices. Our life story isn't written in bold headlines on the front cover of the New York Times. It's written in pencil and revised every day by every decision we make. So Grizzlies, today we have a choice. We can treat this as the end, cap and gown, diploma in hand, thank you and goodbye, or we can treat this as the start of a powerful legacy. One in which we choose to be kind, one in which we choose to be innovators, in which we choose to be great. The future isn't built in a single moment. The future is built in a million moments. So as we move forward, some of us to college, some to work, and some just to figure it all out, just remember, everything in life is a choice. Dr. King chose to stand up. Rosa Parks chose to sit down, and Armstrong, well, he chose to touch the moon. So what will you choose to do? Thank you.
Good morning or afternoon, Grassfield High School class of 2025, parents, faculty, and administrators. My name is Ethan Chang, your class valedictorian. Now I could go on and on about the many, many people to thank that have helped all of us throughout this process, but in the interest of time and your sanity, I'll say just one. Thank you to every single person who has challenged us in earnest, who has wept for us in joy, and who continues to love us so sincerely. Think back on your journey throughout the years. To have been able to touch someone else's life is to have held the most precious ability of humankind. Every fresh perspective, unique voice, and unquestionably powerful experience has contributed to a greater understanding between ourselves and the world. I truly would like to believe that even though all of us complain about school, relationships, and the very dramatic tendencies of our friends and classmates, that we truly accept the best qualities of our circumstances to the fullest extent. And what a time it is for us to graduate. No euphemism can soften the reality that we live in undoubtedly fierce times of change. And even as there are those who seek to limit what we can say or do, we will persevere because we're Grizzlies, citizens of the world who will uphold a spirit of excellence. To have this special kind of courage will define the future that you want to live in. But look around you, whether it's Mr. V raising the next generation of music educators, Mr. Blacketer and Miss Acosta urging us to look back on history, or Miss Cross continuing to reinforce the value of language, each one of them demonstrates that great bravery. Carry that with you, even as this speech ends and our long, very long, career in K-12 education ends. It is our time to shine. It is our lives to live, and it is our legacy to remember. We will never be certain of what the future might hold, but one thing is certain. We join the current of history right here, right now. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you for your wise words and advice for our class of 2025 as you all embark on your next chapter. It is my pleasure to recognize members of the senior class who have distinguished themselves academically throughout their high school career. These achievements are acknowledged in your graduation program. The distinction of an honor graduate is awarded to all seniors who have met the standard or advanced studies diploma requirements and who have earned a 3.0 or better. Today, 404 of our seniors are awarded this distinction. Their achievement is recognized by their white honor stole. Honor graduates, please stand at this time to be recognized. Thank you. 190 of these graduates have earned a weighted GPA of 4.0 or higher. Their achievement is recognized by a red, white, and blue honor cord. Please stand at this time to be recognized. Thank you. Would the 167 members of the Elizabeth Harris chapter of the Grassfield High School National Honor Society please stand? They are wearing an Honor Society patch on their soles. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to recognize the seniors that were awarded the Presidential Award of Excellence. These students had a GPA of 3.85 and never received a grade of less than an A- in their high school career. Would those students please stand to be recognized? Thank you. We would also like to recognize our students who enrolled for the Teachers for Tomorrow program. 10 of our students have already received a guaranteed contract to come back and teach for Chesapeake Public Schools after they complete their college degree program. Would all of our Teachers for Tomorrow students please stand? Congratulations.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Nathan Brown. I'm an 11th grade assistant principal here at Grassfield High School. At this time, I'd like to recognize the dedicated group of students who have chosen to become Grizzlies through the Governor's STEM Academy. We are very proud of their accomplishments and the recognition they bring to Grassfield High School. They are wearing a special STEM medal today. At this time, will the 59 Governor's STEM Academy graduates please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Many of our seniors have been awarded scholarships from various organizations, colleges, and universities. Specific scholarships and awarded numerous amounts that were provided by students to our school counseling department are listed in the insert in your program. We are proud to announce some of our school's sponsored scholarships at this time. As I announce your name, please stand to be recognized. The $500 Carolyn F. Bernard Community of Excellence Scholarship is awarded to a college-bound senior who best exhibits the Grizzly spirit and contributes significantly to the Grassfield High School community of excellence. This year's winner is Miss Molly Casey. Congratulations. The $1,000 Grassfield High School Alumni Scholarship aims to recognize and encourage the continued success of Grassfield alumni. The recipient of the Grassfield High School Alumni Scholarship is Ishani Patel. Congratulations. The $500 Grassfield High School Faculty Scholarship. The Faculty Scholarship is presented in honor of a retiring faculty member. The recipient of the Grassfield Faculty Scholarship is Ms. Kaya Hamlet. Congratulations. We are extremely proud to announce that the scholarships awarded to the 2025 senior class is $3,067,014. At this time, we ask all seniors who have received scholarships to please stand and be recognized. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. My name is Sylvester Freeman, the 10th grade assistant principal. The Chesapeake Career Center offers a variety of career and technical fields for students to become certified. This year, 51 seniors completed programs to become career ready. They are wearing the blue and yellow CCC cord. Will all Chesapeake Career Center seniors please stand to be recognized? Congratulations. Grassfield High School is a home to an outstanding Air Force JROTC program. In addition to fulfilling the requirements of the program, these cadets volunteer throughout the year to assist with school and community events. They are wearing the red, white, and blue cord. Would all senior JROTC cadets please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Lastly, I would ask that all seniors that have enlisted or indicated an interest in supporting their country by enlisting in the military after high school to please stand to be recognized. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Sonia Stevens, the 9th grade assistant principal. At this time, we would like to recognize our 5 Governor's School for the Arts graduates. Would you please stand to be recognized? Congratulations. Grassfield High hosted our annual HBCU celebration and college fair in February. We look forward to continuing to offer diverse opportunities for all students. At this time, would those seniors who have committed to an HBCU please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Established in 2008 with our inaugural graduating class, the Grizzly Medallion of Distinction is awarded to those seniors who have brought honor and distinction to Grassfield High School through outstanding leadership, citizenship, and service. Seniors were nominated for this honor by their classmates and the Grassfield faculty. These 12 recipients were then selected by a faculty committee. It's my honor to recognize this year's recipients. Please stand when your name is called. Montgomery Brown, Molly Casey, Ethan Chang, Grayson Fentress, Noah Goebel, Alex Hernandez, Margaret Malloy, Sabrina Mall, Arushi Nisar, Ishani Patel, Hannah Stevens, and Easton Tadashore. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of you for those outstanding accomplishments. Today's program is special to many, not only the graduating seniors, but also to the family members and friends in the audience, to those on deployment, and to all of those watching from all over the world. In keeping an atmosphere befitting this commencement ceremony, we ask you show appreciation for your graduate with brief applause and allow the next graduate's name to be heard by their family and friends. Please do not use any air horns or other loud noise-making devices. Thank you for your courtesy and cooperation. And now, by the authority vested in me by the Virginia State Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Jared A. Cotton, the School Board of the City of Chesapeake, and upon the recommendation of the faculty of Grassfield High School, it gives me great pleasure to present diplomas to the 565 members of the 2025 graduating class of Grassfield High School. 12th grade assistant principal, Mrs. Heather Ott, will assist.
Cadence Marie Adams, Jordan Elizabeth Adams, Jonathan Kojo Anim Adjapong, Lelani Maritza Augusto, Alexia Rose Alcala, Brooke Misha Ai Alhanzo, Braden David Allen, Benjamin Michael Altanaga, Daniel Nicholas Alvarez, Samuel Edward Anderson, Sean Stephen Anderson, Tice Russell Anderson, Annabelle Noel Anthony, Ilya Antonuk, Elena Jean Antonucci, Carter Frank Armstrong, Blake Johan Austin, Jaden Bradley Audie, Reese Nicole Avery, Sophie Henley Avila, Hamza Ben Azar, Juliana Rose Babcock, Daniel Alexander Bailey, Elena Victoria Bailey, Ethan William Bain, Kylie Ann Ball, Devin Lorenz Kofi Bandy, Ella Grace Barham, Nicholas Damon Lee Bates, Bryce Matthew Beam, Aubrey Elaine Beal, Kai Nicholas Balik, Anthony Royden Beggs, Brandon John Bell, Michaela May Bell, Kylie Nicole Bellamy, David Lamar Bennett, Arby Jaden Bernardo, Dustin Lee Berry Jr., Tegan Sophia Bilka, Samuel Devon Blunt, Beja Quintera Bonner, Addison Page Boomer, John Richard Boone, Tia Ladidra Boone, Joshua Stephen Bothell, Miranda Stephanie Reyna Bourne, Andrew Ross Bomer, Mackay Sire Joseph Boyd, Ronan Derek Bramlett, Lawrence Brandon III, Dekine Middleton Braun, Connor David Britt, Carly Alexis Brock, Ella Ray Shin Brooks, Kendra Nicole Brooks, Amir Maurice Brown, Montgomery Ellis Brown, Noelani Jasmine Brown, Taylor Janae Brown, Deani LeVay Erica Brown, Elizabeth Olivia Bruce Ross, Jordan Victoria Bryant, Kaylee Ariana Buell, Caitlin Marie Bullock, Jacqueline Hadimi Burke, Amaya Linda Bush, Sydney Marie Busquets, Alyssa Michelle Bisher, Jackson Taniello Kubalis, Ava Noel Cakello, Kennedy Reese Cade, Braxton Nicholas Callahan, Ashlyn Rose Callahan, Joseph Daniel Soup Kameny, McKenna Lene Campbell, Ariana Marie Carpenter, Anakin Brian Caraway, Naya Alexandra Caraway, William Dennis Carter, Caleb Anderson Carver, Addison Jean Casassa, Molly Marie Casey, Shaylin Faith Castello, Cole Thomas Cathy, Mason Emil Pascual Cerezo, Ethan Henling Chang, Austin Michael Chapman, Johnny Bryant Chatlos, Kyle Tran Chow, C. Chin, Taggart David Chelsea, Amelia Marie Chipman, Brooke Anna Hacheski, Joseph Anthony Hacheski Jr., Anastasia Grace Clausen, Caitlin Joyce Clements, Addison Ann Clifford, Christian Trevor Coley, Nicholas Eduardo Colon, Jayla Renee Cook, Riley Nicole Cook, Grace Elizabeth Corbin, Colton Wayne Corman, Vanessa Linlove Coronado, Haley Madison Corp, Sutton Anderson Crane, Noah Jason Cranford, Aaron Gramay Cranston, Dominic Lopez Crisostomo, Easton Gray Christ, Brent Joseph Crochet, Samuel Chase Cromwell, Angelina Alessandra Cruz, Allison Nicole Cruz Martinez, Colin Michael Cunningham, Brielle Nicole Custer, Isabella Nevea Daniels, Taylor Marie Daniels, Chloe Elizabeth Danner, William Thomas Darden, Gabriel Ryan Davenport, Bryce Aiden Davis, Rachel Renee Davis, Janaya Lalani Davis Rubin, Atticus Xander Day, Elizabeth Rachel DeGroat, Sarah Alexandra Delgadillo, Alexi Victoria DeLima, Charlie J. Demetrius, Riley Ann DeWalt, Matthew Scott Dewberry, Alyssa Marie Diaz, Jameson Lloyd Dick, Madison Kimber Dietz, Natalie Marie Dietz, Thomas Caleb Dodge, Kelly Angela Dotson, Kevin Dong, Millie Grace Dove, Trent Christopher Drynan, Kaya Murrin Drury, Caden Sean Dyer. Cameron Alexis Dyer. Brooklyn Beverly Eckstein. Sydney Louise Eldridge. Josiah Tyrese Ely. Zachary Stephen Elmore. Ava Marianne Emerson. Isabella Grace Arizo. Jacob Christian Walwaco Espinoza. Megan Ashley Espinoza. Ishmael Caleb Estrada. Kaylin Abigail Oyhus. Camila Evans. Melody Osasoye Fadaka. Corey Lee Fazekas. Grayson Perry Fentress. Julian Owen Fernandez. Justin Daniel Fairquan. Haley Nicole Fish. Amaya J.L. Fisher. Jaden Emil Fisher. Ryan Joseph Fisher. Aaliyah Marie Fleming. Aiden Nathaniel Flores. Kaylin Olivia Fluker. Jocelyn Renee Foster. Ava Lynn Fox. Brenna Grace Fox. Owen Reed Fox. Antonio Lionel Francis. Isabella Ann Franco. Jordan Paige Francic. Emily Grace Fugit. Peyton Mary Fulleron. Caitlin Leah Funches. Brianna Caroline Galbraith. Caden William Gandy. Adriana Delaney Garcia. Connor Matthew Garrett. Quinn Robert Garrison. Callie Ann Garver. Jaden Elizabeth Gerdue. Brendan Allen Gibson. Dane Michael Giffen. Caitlin Sue Gillian. Cora Jane Gilmore. Philip David Gilson. Nehemiah Ray Gist. Victoria Julia Glabaki. Noah Riley Goebel. Emily Faith Gehring. Ainsley Rain Goff. Aiden America Gomez. Joshua William Gomez. Aaron Gonzalez. John Paul Gonzalez Jr. Kayla Kamiko Good. Zachary Alexander Greenside. Branson Connor Greason. Jillian Shannon Gresham. Eli Blair Griffin. Dylan Montgomery Griffith. Amara Marie Grote. Joshua Michael Guida. Sophie Maria Gilliat. Evelyn Gutierrez Ayala. Yosan Alexander Gutierrez Chavez. Peyton Mackenzie Guy. Cardell Craig Haste. Kasem Glenn Hall. Roderick Demarius Hall Jr. Brady Prize Hamill. Kaya Khalees Hamlet. Cameron Carter Hansen. Kanasia Denise Harrington. Ty Claiborne Hart. Chase Abigail Hartford. Timothy Wyatt Hartman. Andrew Thomas Hawthorne Jr. Landon Alexander Hegg. Sophia Jane Heiser. Annabelle Wynn Herman. Alexander Orlando Hernandez. Dylan Anthony Hernandez. Robert James Hernandez. Nathan James Herzog. Chelsea Hesio Wusu. Sean Andrew Higginbotham. Logan Alexander Hobbs. James McIlarney Hodges. Caitlin Renee Hoffman. Simeon Hoffman, Hope Marie Hood, Pericles Max Boyd Howard, Andrew Kerwin Hoyt, Declan Lakota Huckabee, Zoe Chrislyn Hudgens, Aiden Maurice Hudson, Skylar Perry Hughes, Megan Taylor Huguenot, Jeremy Wayne Hull, Sierra Rose Hunt, Callie Ann Hyman, Alyssa Adaisy Izayamu, Madeline Claire Winslow Jackson, Isabel Caroline Jakubowski, Kayla Marie Jameson, Celine Relon Javier, Aiden Matthew Johnson, Luke Robert Johnson, Zane Lavelle Johnson, Brenaya Jayla Jones, Carly Morgan Jones, Keegan Joshua Jones, Tessa Nicole Joyner, Chewan Hannah King, Colin Christopher Carney, Charlton Elizabeth Kellum, Joshua Scott Kennedy, Makara Carmen Kennedy, Race Branham Kennedy, Agate Amin Douglas Tabashar Tutas Cottrell, Jeremy Aeneas Keys, Sydney Laton Kirby, Jacob Ryan Coleman, McKaylee Morgan Kahn, Caden Bradley Kolpak, Lydia Christine Kreitzberg, Isaac Andre Krieger, Caroline Elise Koskowski, Landon Joseph Labiak, Caitlin Abigail LaFountain, Evan Alexander Lampkin, Gavin Henry Lang, Lillian Dawn Langer, Caden Alexander Lavelle, Kira Morgan Lawhead. Jonathan Christopher, oh, they're not even here. Hold on. Sorry.
I guess we get a little break.
Ready? Okay. Jonathan Christopher Dale Lay, Joseph Alexander Leach, Roman Vincent LeBron, Riley Ann Leonin, Rubina Latai, Jacob Dylan Laterno, Jackson Jonathan Levins, Josiah Alfonso Lewis, Natalie Renee Lewis, Sean Arthur Lewis, Xavion Cordell Lewis, Aaron James Linsky, Gianna Camille Little, Sonia Ruding Liu, Brody August Liverman, Olivia Michelle Lockhart, Liam Patrick Long, Madison Ann Lopez, Taylor Nicole Luca, Aiden Ryan Lounsbury, Allison Emma Lovett, Brianna Summer Luhia, Asher Luke McDonald, Autumn Joy McDougall, Jake Alexander Main, Margaret Lucille Malloy, Nathan Lee Mann, Gabriella Yasmin Marin, Mackenzie Maria Marrero, Hayden Michael Marshall, Sean J. Alexander Martin, Trenton Thomas Martin, Joel Jermaine Mason Jr., Charles Matthew Mastro Mateo, James Irvin Mather III, Michael Isaac Matias, Kaylin Danae Matthews, Emily Catherine Matthews, Sabrina Michelle Mall, Tassaporn Edward McCarthy, Drew Mitchell McCarty, Morgan Taylor McDaniel, Abigail Quinn McDermott, Megan Ireland Reagan McDonald, Ava Elaine McLone, Diana Haven McKnight, Cole Ryan McLawhorn, Michaela Lynn McPherson, Kendall Dawn Meekins, Zachary Tyler Meeks, Benjamin Michael Mercer, Dylan Christopher Meredith, Eric Cooper Meredith, Kenny Francisco Meza Huron, Brandon Garrett Mylinkovich, Nicholas Joseph Miller, Nicholas Oscar Miner, Theodore Miles Minjin, Annalisa Rose Emily Miranda, Trent Allen Mitchell Artis, Ethan Scott Mize, Nicholas Leo Moore, Brady Graham Morgan, Nevaeh Isay Morris, Logan Rodney Morris, Chase Hyler Moss, Isabel Jade Munoz, Ana Paola Nahara Vasquez, Gage Xander Nance, Aiden James Newman, Angeline Faith Wynn, Cassandra Mihaly Wynn, Rose Veda Nichols, Jorge Eduardo Nieto, Arushi Chandresh Nisar, Donovan Ray Norman, Nathaniel James Northern, Jameson Ray Norton, Joshua Lee Newber, Joseph Benjamin O'Neill, Latoya Renee O'Neill Woods, Sophia Camille Ocampo, Jordan Elizabeth Alexi, Elena Jean Oliver, Emma Jane Opal, Obi Paul Aputa, Addison Grace Adi, Jocelyn Prescott Willette, Joseph Patrick Owsley Jr., Ikechukwu Ifatu Ozo, Allison Jo Dawn Page, Jair Dewan Palmer, Jaden Tyler Parcell, Suyun Park, Jack Riley Parker, Ishani Manaj Patel, Fia Dipesh Patel, William Mala Patton, Micah Jaron Payne, Destiny Marie Pearl, Andres Ramon Pedraza, Lillian Marie Pierre, Ashton William Perry, Alexandra Rose Person, Marley Mark Gerald Peters, Lanace Edward Flons, Cadence Marie Phelps, Troy Owen Phelps, Kaylee Melissa Piol, Joshua Fraser Pollard, Jared Michael Poole, Addison Dale Poole, Zachary Hunter Pope, Kaylin Christopher Pateau, Riley Joanne Price, Antonio Kyrie Prim, Mason Kai Pravatsky, Jordan Donald Quick, Lily Grace Quick, Kalia Madison Kanata, Zalia Jade Time and Glow Quintaniza, Anna Alessandra Quiros, Aiden Christopher Rafter, Mason Alexander Rafter, Deanna Rose Ramos, Carter Cole Ramsey, Jonah James Raper, Zachary Samuel Rappaport, Gabriella Elizabeth Redman, Grady Benjamin Reese, Emily Marie Reed, Addison May Reeves, Jada Mariah Reed, Kennedy LaShawn Reed, Jeremy Alexander Renner, Luke Vincent Riccio, Rourke Keegan Richardson, Cooper Dean Richardson, Antonio Serde Riddick, Alana Capri Rivera, Bianca Elise Rivera, Maeve Margaret Robbins, Anthony Thomas Roberson, Cyrus Aaron Roberts, Cyrus Jonah Roddy, Morgan Elizabeth Roddy, Raleen Claudette Dawn Roddy, Victor Emmanuel Rodriguez Pantojas, Kendall Eduardo Rodriguez Velasquez, Kayla Lynn Rowland, Jordan Miguel Rosado, Emma Grace Rose, Haley Grace Rosenbaum, Alexander Philip Ross, Ella Grace Ruane, Tristan James Ruddick, Melina Ariana Saffold, Sanjam Kar Sani, Ainara Liz Salva Pacheco, Alexandria Elaine Samatero, Lilia Sabrina Sams, Noah James Samter, Avery Lauren Sanchez, Nyla Rose Marcia Savoy, Lucy Jane Sawyer, Jade Elisabella Scafuri Williams, Jada Skiera, Tara Lynn Schmidt, Aiden Joseph Schofield, Paige Abigail Schweigert, Esther Hannah Schweart, Jackson Daniel Scott, Tristan Shannon Seawright, William Eric Sevney, Namish Shaw, Laura Ruth Shed, Emma Brooks Shellhorse, Ian William Shickley, Kylie Danielle Nicole Shirley, Madison Lorraine Shirley, Amaya Claire Schuler, Jack Hyatt Simpson, Braden James Skaggs, Peyton A. Skinner, Roderick Jamal Sloan, Tiari Alana Smalls, Ella Marie Smith, Finley Merrick Smith, Landon Avery Smith, Trevor Grayson Smith, Tyron Michael Harris Smith, Mackenzie Lynn Sauerbrine, Alexander Lars Spate, Elijah William Joseph Spilbore, Arcarian Lee Spyrick, Zachary Kenneth Spitzer, Caden Walter Spraker, Emma June Stalkup, Addison Michelle Steadley, Jonathan Dale Steele, Hannah Kate Stevens, Samson Cook Stevens Jr., Lorelei Sue Stevenson, Shakira Latrice Stickney, Sydney Caroline Stahl, Owen Grady Stutz, Aiden Christopher Suber, Asia Rianne Sullivan, Leighton River Summit, Alexander Richard Zealous, Kiera Estella Espiritu Tamadong, Aiden Scott Tormina, Easton Gino Tadashore, Trent Matthew Taylor, Jada Glory Antoinette Thomas, Jasmine Ariana Thomas, Quentin Phoenix Thomas, McKelly Louise Thompson, Courtney Simone Thorwart, 2 Dowan Tron, Shelby Lee Travers, Logan Michael Trumbo, Riley Elizabeth Tufts, Adelia Ann Huber, Neil Rajesh Upadhyaya, Andrew Noah Valarezo, Christopher Hans Valdespo, Ashlyn Nicole Van Laar, Melanie Celis Vasconcelos, Aiden Alexander Vire, Tyler Allen Villarreal, Logan Michael Vogel, Lane Patrick Voiles, Aiden Ray Vuno, Grayson Alexander Wade, William Jacob Wadlington, Mason William Walden, Anaya Tone Walker, Reagan Leanne Walters, Bonnie Jane Warren, Marcus David Wells, Harley Annabelle West, Natalie Elizabeth Whalen, Adriana Chelsea Whitaker Chavez, Brady Michael Weck, Caleb Aiden Wurzma, Enrique Ray Wiggins, Brianne Lily Wilhelm, Ava Grace Wilkins, Boone McKinley Williams, Brooke Alexis Williams, Jason Matthew Williams, Kenyon Jerome Williams, Logan Gabriel Williams, Mackenzie Danielle Williams, Sophie Mariana Williams, Iani Talasia Wilson, Jacoby Eduardo Paul Wilson, Kayla Marie Wilt Abbott, Keon Lee Wiltshire, Mercedes Brianna Winner, Noelia Francesca Winston, Luke Anthony Wadella, Benjamin Garrett Wolf, Kaylee Elizabeth Woods, Grant Christopher Worley, Dynasty Maya Wertman, Dylan Charles Wright, Peter Jacob Wright, Adriana Monique Young, Xavier Vernon Young, Sean Zara, Jackson Nathan Allen Zolweg, and Alexander Socrates Zubel.
Okay, so now you can use all those noisemakers and everything. Give it to them one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. At this time, I ask that you please rise for the singing of the Grassfield High School alma mater, performed by members of the Grassfield Chorus under the direction of Miss Elise Krepko. Now, senior class president Molly Casey will lead the class in the changing of tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, I hereby declare the Grassfield High School class of 2025 officially graduated. Congratulations to all our graduates and families, and go Grizzlies!